What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This here is Legitical Response. We cover political news. We keep you up to date and keep you informed with everything that the government does. Now, we've been following Trump a lot. You know, anybody that doesn't like Trump, I'm sorry. You know, we talking about Trump again, but we've been keeping up with Trump because he's constantly in the news. He's constantly doing things. He's running a presidential campaign, so sure, we're going to keep up with Trump. He's doing the hush money trial right now, which is it kind of falling apart, giving Stormy Daniels' testimony, talking about all that kinky stuff. Like, come on now, you can leave those details out, lady. Yeah, we don't need to hear about all that. You know, most Trump supporters don't care that Donald Trump did or did not sleep with a porn star. We don't know he did. She denied it. He denies it. What are you gonna do? Is the denial a result of the NDA? I don't know. According to her testimony, I guess not, right? But, you know, the corporate press, they get out there and they try to say, oh, Trump supporters are stupid because Trump is stupid. He's an evil orange man, right? And he's dumb. Look at all what he's doing. Well, do you think a dumb person could be a billionaire? Do you think a dumb person would get behind something like Truth Social, which is doing well, by the way? Speaking of, that just made Trump a much more wealthy person. Right? And then Biden coming in behind trying to freaking tax unrealized gains. That's BS. It seems like that's just ridiculous, but we're not getting into that. We're talking about Trump right now. But, you know, personally, I don't think Trump is all that stupid. Of course, he's not, you know, playing 6D chess or anything like that. I'm sure he has a decent IQ. I don't have a decent IQ. My IQ is only 115. So, you know, just slightly above average. So I'm not a very smart person, if you will. But I do work out things logically, and I do see the writing on the wall. And I can see that a lot of stuff Trump does makes the corporate press look like liars when they call him stupid. And it makes the corporate press look like liars when they call him an evil orange man, right? When they try to degrade Trump. Like, for what? You know, all these cases are falling apart, by the way, in case you guys didn't hear. The documents trial has been postponed indefinitely due to all the malfeasance on behalf of Jack Smith and the Department of Justice. The Department of Injustice, if you will. The two-tier justice system that we have in this country is falling apart. And people can see that that documents case was outright BS. I've said in the past that the documents case was the only legitimate case, and now that one is probably the most corrupt case, come to find out, you know, with all the evidence that's been laid out of malfeasance, once again, on the part of Jack Smith. It just blows my freaking mind. But Trump may not be an outright genius, but he's not stupid.
Some of the statements made about this witch hunt on CNN, fake news CNN, Michael Moore said the proof of falsifying records has not been accomplished. On Good Morning America, they said, we heard that expense payments to lawyers are legal expenses. You pay a lawyer expense payments. We didn't put it down as construction costs, the purchase of sheetrock, the electrical cost. The legal expense that we paid was put down as legal expense. There's nothing else you could say. You don't have to put down anything, I guess. But we put down legal expense was legal expense. Is that a correct statement, Mr. Attorney? And everyone's saying, oh, gee, that's the fraud. That's what they're trying to get us on. The fact that we call a legal expense a legal expense. They marked it down in the books. The check was signed. And the other thing, this was approved by all agencies. Everybody saw this. There was nothing being hidden at all. That's what they're all writing now. There's been nothing hidden. And it went through agencies, and I guess it went through the IRS also. It went through IRS. It went through the FEC. It went through everything. Also, NBC Today showed the challenges that there is no smoking gun, no email or tape to prove the president's intent. They don't have a way to prove that. That's NBC Today show. And then Fox News, Katie Cherkasky, said that the gag order is unconstitutional, which of course it is. The gag order is unconstitutional. So with all that's going on, they have no case.
So in epic fashion, right, just completely pulling a Democrat, right, cheating, getting around a gag order by, that's not his words, that's not his opinion, that's what CNN fake news is saying. That's what these people over here at MSNBC are saying. They are calling this trial a sham. That is just some of the greatest Trump that we've seen in a while. And, it couldn't make me more happy to see that, Trump, even though he's being kicked in the dirt, kicked while he's down, kicked in the face, he is still able to punch back and punch back quite hard, if you will. And in another moment of, I don't know if it was genius or if it was just a good idea, but, with Donald Trump facing all this legal stuff, this legal mumbo jumbo that he's having to go through, people are looking at him like, damn, man, they're putting this dude through the freaking ringer, right? But a lot of people can see it for what it's worth. They're just going after him because he's not a part of the machine. He doesn't like the machine. He doesn't like all the corruption in Washington, D.C., and he is willing to go to jail to stop it.
This judge has given me a gag order and said you'll go to jail if you violate it. And frankly, you know what? Our Constitution is much more important than jail. It's not even close. I'll do that sacrifice any day.
But enough of all my ranting and enough of them clips. Let's get into the story right quick. Trump knocks gag order saying sleazeballs, lowlifes, and grifters can speak out. Yeah, go right ahead, Trump. Former President Trump complained Wednesday about the gag order limiting him from attacking witnesses, jurors, and court staff in his New York hush money case, calling it unfair that others could speak out while he could not. And that really is unfair. You got Michael Cohen constantly just blasting Trump on TikTok, and Trump can't say nothing back to him because he's a witness in Trump's hush money trial, right? Like, come on, man, that's BS, right? He's a presidential candidate, by the way. He needs to be able to defend any sort of accusations that come his way. This is a very unique case. I understand gag orders and the reason gag orders are put into place, but this is a very unique situation. You got a presidential candidate. Politicians, they need to get out in front of some of these things and say, hey, no, if it's fake, stop. No, this is untrue. It's a false accusation, blah, 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 whatever. So, yeah, there needs to be a few, there needs to be a little bit of give and take, if you will, on this gag order. And, Judge Juan Merchan doesn't seem to care one single bit. It is a really bad feeling that to have your constitutional right to free speech, such a big part of your life in our country, so unfairly taken from you, especially when all of the sleazebags, lowlifes, grifters that you oppose are allowed to say absolutely anything they want. That's what people say. Trump posted on Truth Social. I'm sorry, my Trump impression is terrible, so I know that was a bit cringe, but come on, work with me here. I'm trying, y'all. It is hard to sit back and listen to lies and false statements be made against you, knowing that if you respond, even in the most modest fashion, you are told by a corrupt, highly conflicted judge that you will be put in prison, maybe for a long period of time, he added, claiming the gag order was part of a sophisticated hit job coming out of the White House. Oh, hang on. Corporate press has to get out in front of this one. There is no evidence the Biden White House has had any involvement in Trump's legal cases. Now, come on, corporate press. You know that was a lie. Just because there's no direct evidence doesn't mean there isn't any circumstantial evidence. There is. I'm not going to go through that right here, but there's definitely circumstantial evidence, Jack Smith. The gag order in the hush money case bars Trump from hurling insults at witnesses, jurors, prosecutors, court staff, and the judge's family. It doesn't bar him from attacking Judge Juan Merchan or Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, both of whom Trump goes after daily. Yeah, wouldn't you if they were trying to put you on trial for falsifying business records that you didn't falsify? Yeah. I would probably be mad as well. Trump has lambasted the restrictions, asserting they violate his First Amendment rights to respond to political attacks, which he says he should be entitled to do so as the presumptive Republican nominee for president in November's election. Yeah, like I said, Merchan has fined Trump for 10 separate violations of the gag order, totaling $10,000, and this week he warned further violations could warrant incarceration. Trump told reporters he would be willing to go to jail for violating the gag order. You saw the clip. This judge has given me a gag order and said, "You'll go to jail if you violate it," he told reporters Monday. And frankly, you know what? Our Constitution is much more important than jail. It's not even close, and I'll do that sacrifice any day. You know what? I really wish... I saw this opinion from Tim Pool, so it's not my original, but I really wish he would have went to the Supreme Court hearings on presidential immunity. That would have sent a very big message if they would have put him in jail. I don't think they would have put him in jail for that, but it would have sent a message just like this, except it wouldn't have been verbal. It would have been a physical message that he is more willing to stand up for the Constitution than he is for his own personal luxury, I guess you could say. Because if he's willing to go to jail to look this corrupt judge in the face and say, "Screw you, the Constitution is more important than your corrupt trial that you're trying to put on, some show trial to keep him off the campaign trail," then yeah, go ahead, throw me in jail. Just great. That would have been a good message, but he missed that opportunity, so whatever. But it's just hard to believe some of the prosecutions, if you will, that are going on with Donald Trump. This is just crazy. It's like, how the hell can these people, judges, prosecutors, all these people, actually go to bed at night knowing that they're prosecuting this on BS charges, just outright BS on some of this stuff. This hush money trial is outright BS. I understand the election interference case. I don't think it has much legitimacy, but there is a legitimate claim there, even though I've said outright, the elector scheme, the quote-unquote elector scheme, that it's not like that was put into place, right? That was only there if Trump won his court cases, right? Does that not make sense? Let me know down in the comment section, okay? So if you figure out that, hey, there was a bunch of fraud here, and these electors, come to find out, were fraudulent electors, right? So you would want your own set of electors to take the place of the fraudulent electors. That's what they're trying to say is fraudulent electors. They were never certified. They were never going to be certified unless Trump won his court cases. So that's what they're going after him on. It's like a total hypothetical, right? That's why they say this is legal. This is novel legal theories that they're trying to incarcerate Trump essentially over. It just doesn't make any sense, right? Like, it just, I don't know. I'm sorry. It just blows my mind the lengths they are willing to go to take down the evil orange man. That all he wants to do is make America great again. And MAGA is supposed to be an insult coming from the left, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, that stands for Make America Great Again, right? Because we are in a nation that is declining under Joe Biden, declining badly. And if you can't see that, you guys need to wake the F up, by the way. But I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about all this down in the comment section. Was that kind of epic, 4D chess, if you will, coming from Trump to read out what CNN was saying, what MSNBC was saying, instead of what he says himself? But, Trump does do that a lot. Does that a whole lot. But I think it was a good idea to get his point across, and it allows him to talk or whatever. But y'all let me know what y'all think about all this down in the comment section. That's all I got for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching, and hey, don't forget to hit that like button on your way out, and y'all try to have a good day and stay legitical. Peace.